If you're a young man between the age of 16 to 21, you probably struggle with getting people to take you seriously. This probably links in with being seen as a nice guy. If you're someone that's seen as like a nice guy and you don't want to be seen like that anymore, a lot of it has to do with the way maybe women see you, like they could never see you that way, and you want to change your image. I know a lot of people my age struggle with this. I've been struggling with it a lot. And I just knew that most people my age do struggle with it, because you're a boy and you want to become like a man now, especially when you're at that age of like 19, 20, 21. You're trying to find your way in the world, and you want people to stop seeing you like a kid, to stop treating you like a kid. I know for me something that ties in now, I know it's a bit of a joke, it's not really like the main thing I'm talking about, but in my my university class, I am like 1 year ahead of everyone. Yeah, I think I'd call it 1 year ahead. I'm 1 year younger than everyone else. So I'm like 20, I'm turning 21 in like a month. And people in my class are like 21, turning 22. A lot of them are 22 already. So they'll make jokes like, "Oh, you're a baby, yada yada." But I'm not really like talking about that. That's just sort of like a side story. But there is still this image. I can feel it. It's like people like my age and around me, like they don't really like see me as like a man, and it's really flipping frustrating. And it's probably not like something you might want to talk about a lot. We don't like talking about it that much because it's like, oh, were you insecure or whatever it is. But we all, I can admit that right now. Like, I'm insecure about that. I'm insecure about the fact that people might see me as a kid and I want to be seen like a real man, right? And it's not something people really talk about, but I know a lot of us struggle with it, and there are ways you can change that. And to get into the point I want to make in this video is, I like the example of Bruce Wayne. I watched some video like 2 weeks ago, and it really like changed the way I looked at him, because I'm not someone who watches movies that much. I don't really care for like superheroes and everything, but Batman's always been, he's kind of been like, he was my favorite superhero. But I didn't even watch the Dark Knight trilogy. Can you imagine that? I watched the Dark Knight trilogy like 2 weeks ago after I saw this. It was a video about how Bruce Wayne or Batman is the ultimate self-improvement like superhero, because he doesn't have any powers. He's used his money to create himself. He's meticulously created his hyper-masculine character. I know First Man likes to call, I've learned this phrase from him and I'll never forget it. Your hyper-masculine character. You're rebuilding your character. He literally, like Bruce Wayne has literally rebuilt his character. He was like, okay, my parents got killed when I was young, or whatever it is. Gotham is kind of messed up now and they need a hero, or he needed, whatever his reason was. Either way, they needed someone like Batman. He was like, okay, I got a ton of money. What do I need to do? I need to put on some muscle. Okay, cool. He got jacked. I need to learn how to fight. Got the best trainers around the world. He went to South Africa. I saw the map. Okay, I saw like a little map where he was showing like a thing. I think I saw South Africa there, but I'm not sure. He went to like different continents and got like the best trainers, and he learned how to fight. Then I was like, okay, I need a bat suit. He got like this guy who was like, I don't know, some scientist or whatever it was in the family, and he got him to like make the bat suit, or he found like a bunch of equipment down there. That's where he also found the Batmobile, and he built it. He tweaked it for himself. He went into fights and he came back and was like, oh, I need to be a bit more agile. And then like he tweaked it, and it's just beautiful to see that he's created his hyper masculine character. Even the voice, bro, he's changed the voice. Like when he's speaking normally it's like whatever, but then when he's speaking it's he's like, I'm Batman. It's like he's changed everything about himself from head to toe to create Batman. And you want to like do the same for yourself. You're young, you're malleable, right? Like kind of what you want to be like. You can create that hyper masculine character for yourself. And I think that's the best way you can do this. I can tell you some BS about, oh, I don't care about what other people think, whatever. Like, bro, it's not even about like other people like seeing you as a kid. Like you're kind of still like a kid. Like, I know I'm 20 now. Like, I know I'm not equipped. I wouldn't be equipped to be a father right now. I'm barely even equipped to take care of myself, right? I wouldn't know how to get a mortgage, I don't even know how to set up my own taxes, and I'm going to start working like next year. I'm going to need to learn how to do that this year. But just things like that, adult things, I know I'm not like able to do those things. So I know for myself that I do still feel like a little kid, and I need to prove certain things to myself. And going on from like building that hyper masculine character, the one thing you do want to do is learn how to provide value. Like just learning how to make money, it's such a tedious, it's a crazy process. You learn so much. It's very difficult to do. So if you can like just commit yourself to like learning how to do that, if you're in university or whatever it is, start a side hustle, try to learn how to make money, whatever it is, you get like a lot more confidence from it, because it's very flipping hard to do, like learning how to make money. But you learn how to do that, you do start to have a bit of swagger about yourself, and society does start to see you more like a man, because obviously you can provide for yourself and for a potential family. And yeah, so those are like the two things I would say. Build your hypermasculine character and learn how to make money. That's probably like intertwined, because obviously someone like your hypermasculine character is probably someone who's able to make like a crap ton of money, right? So moving on from that, you can also obviously you can do like the typical thing, hit the gym, like get more jacked. You can grow a beard like I'm doing. I'm trying to grow a beard now. I'm using minoxidil. I've made progress for like 3 months. It's pretty decent. But yeah, you can do little things like that, like just improve yourself, create your own character. You're a customizable character, like do it, right? It'll change the way you dress. Another thing you can do, like after like making money and that sort of thing, you can change the way you carry yourself, right? You've seen those, maybe you might think they're like cringy TikToks, those Sigma TikToks, how to be more mysterious, how to get girls to like you like an alpha male, whatever it is. They're cringy, but there's some things you can take from that, right? Like you imagine like characters like Tommy Shelby, Harvey Specter, all those like characters that you look at and you're like, these guys are, they're cold, like these guys are cold, they're ice cold, they're sick. Learn how to like carry yourself like that in a way. Obviously don't be like too extra. Like I know if you watch something like Suits with Harvey Specter, every line is like a punchline. You just don't have conversations like that. It's unrealistic. But you can change the way you carry yourself. Walk with a bit of swagger, right? Walk around. When you walk in a room, stop looking down. Look up. You might not want to like make eye contact with people because you don't want to look like you're staring at people. But look up at the room. Like just look around. I actually learned this from TikTok, by the way. He literally had it. It was like, how to walk into a room like an alpha male or something like that. And he was like, look around in the room. Don't look at the floor. And it's like, it's actually quite useful, right? Don't be on your phone. Have confidence about yourself. Create presence. It takes time to build, but you can do it. You are a customizable character. Build yourself, and that's basically all I can say for you right now. If you want people to take you more seriously, and your personality as well. I mean, that ties in with what I was saying about how you carry yourself. Learn how to speak like slower, which is funny for me to say because I've been speaking pretty fast. But learn to like slow down your tone a bit. Maybe you can speak with like a little bit of a lower voice. You can physically like make your voice lower. Like just try to speak lower, like what I've just done in the last 10 seconds. And yeah, like. Don't be like too fidgety. Just move, like be more calm. Like literally try to model yourself after those movie characters. They're sick for a reason, right? So yeah, you can do something like you're a customizable character. Make sure you do that for yourself. Yeah, make sure you hit subscribe to join the Self-Improvement Brotherhood. And until next time, I'll see you boys.